Unobstructed Views presented by Blue Moon. It's been a minute. Jared Carrabis, Alanna, Rizzo, Jonathan Papelbon from his home studio in Mississippi. Happy that you guys are here. We are presented by Blue Moon. When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. All right, guys, it's our first time together in a couple of weeks. We have not had conversations together or publicly about the Boston Red Sox and the trade deadline that was yesterday. Pap, we will start with you. What do you make of the addition of Adley Rutschman? We'll start there.
Man, I'm grinning from ear to ear, Alanna. I tell you what, Craig Breslow couldn't have done a better job. I don't think. I think adding a switch hitting catcher and in the place of what we had there, I mean, you couldn't have done any better.
I agree. Catcher was certainly a need for the Sox. I'm just going to read you some numbers. They have a 72 WRC plus and a .2 FWAR at the catcher position. Jared, this season, both fifth worst in Major League Baseball. They also get Jake Rogers, a catcher, because Adley Rutschman, big deal, right? All-star, great guy, top prospect when he was chosen in the draft, top draft pick, but he's on the IL right now. So we do need some catching help.
Yeah, he's got the left wrist inflammation. Very wisely, the Red Sox said, hey, we're not going to put a timetable on this. I like that. That's called progression. That's not putting pressure on him to come back anytime soon. But I do think that he'll be back in time. He was scheduled to go on a rehab assignment this week or next week. He's going to be a huge upgrade. It's not just about the catching, one of the best defenders at the position in the sport, but it's like you said, Alanna, it's the switch hitting. It's the fact that he's going to be phenomenal at Fenway Park. They went out and got a guy that fits where you play half your season. That's also smart and advised. And he's a star. We need stars around here. We
do need stars. Now, Connor Wong will be doing the catching today. He will catch Patrick Sandoval today. We're going to talk a lot more about the trade deadline, the addition of Eli White, the addition of Eric Miller, the addition of Jake Rogers. Much more to come. Patrick Sandoval taking the ball against the Chicago White Sox. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this. It is game number 112, and this is the lineup that Chad Tracy is rolling out tonight in the first game of a three-game set with the Chicago White Sox. Nick Sogard leading things off, a .240 average. Ceddanne Rafael, how about that, Rafael? 11 hits in his last 5 games. an opportunity to try to homer in 4 straight games for the first time in his big league career. Wilyer Abreu, Wilson Contreras, a big 3-4 punch there. Masataka Yoshida, Caleb Durbin, Jarren Duran in left, of course, right at that Mendoza mark. Let's try to go upwards versus downwards there. Andrew Monasterio, Connor Wong. Pap, does anything stand out to you about this lineup?
You know it, Cedar Rafaela, baby. I mean, this kid, let me tell you something. I've been saying it for a while. This kid's going to be an MVP one year. And you know, put 10 more pounds on him and another 15 home runs, and I'm smelling MVP, baby. But, you know, he's the backbone of their lineup right now. And when Wilyer's not hitting and Contreras is not hitting, he's the one that's picking up the slack. So, to me, he's an everyday 2-hole hitter.
Jared, he is the reigning AL Player of the Week. He's hitting .419 with 5 home runs, 11 RBI over his last 7 games. Went 7 for 14. Good at math, 500 average with 4 home runs, 5 ribbies in the Sox sweep at Dodger Stadium over the weekend.
I think he's like one of 11 players or such with an OPS over 1,000 in the second half. So every time that he goes yard, I think of Pap. Every single time. I'm like, you know what? He may be crazy, but he was on to something.
Say down, Rafael.
Right.
All right, Patrick Sandoval taking the ball. He is opposed by right-hander Davis Martin, who has a 9-5 record, a 3.62 ERA. The Sox on some kind of tear, you guys, 60-51. The last time we were here, Pap, they had just hit 13 wins in a row. They have tied a franchise record of 15. What has been, well, think about this before we go to break. In your opinion, what's been the biggest difference between the beginning of the season and what they're doing right now? Think on that. We'll be right back. Okay, before we get things going with the game, first pitch about a couple of minutes away. We're going to do some whiteboard predictions, Pat. So get your whiteboard that is the size of a kitchen island out. Your first question is an offensive prediction. It could be of anything. Just an offensive prediction for tonight's game.
Okay. I feel like I know where Pap's going here, but
It's gotta be something to say, Don, no?
yeah, it has to be. It's very on brand.
Seidon.
Seidon. Adios pelota.
All right, so that's another home run for Seidon. Durbin home run.
Yeah, home
All
run
right.
derby. It's home run derby time.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I don't really have an offensive one. I'm gonna say 6 runs for the Sox.
Okay. Does that get it done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think the White Sox will only score 3.
Okay, that's fair.
So 6 runs for the Red Sox.
Yes,
Let's be very clear there.
It is one of those evenings where we do have to specify.
All the laundry today,
Yeah.
red and white. Okay, next question for our bold predictions as we get ready here. Any sort of pitching prediction that you gentlemen may have, could be anything. Could be bullpen, could be anything. A pitching prediction for you.
Okay.
All right, Pap, what do you got?
4 Ks out of the bullpen tonight with Chappie and Whitlock.
What?
Chappie with 2 Ks and
Okay.
Whitlock with 2 Ks.
Very good. What's yours?
0 earned runs from the pen.
Nice.
I don't know why I did the strike through for the 0. I've never done that before, but I felt like I had to specify so that people
Okay.
didn't think it was O runs.
So the pen doesn't give up any earned runs.
Nothing.
And then we got Chappie and Whitlock, not in that order. Whitlock and Chappie, given 2 strikes each, 2 strikeouts each. I'm going to say Martin, their pitcher, gets the hook in the 3rd inning.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay. That is bold.
Yep, it's a bold prediction. This is not like, safe predictions. They're bold predictions. All right, final bold prediction of the evening before we get into this game. Already 0-2 in the count here. Any outlier, any bold prediction that you want for this game?
Ooh. Okay.
Sit down, son.
Okay.
What do you got, Pat? Pablo, 8 Ks. Okay. That kind of goes along with the pitching, but that's fine. I said anything. Sadon, an outfield assist.
Yep.
Okay.
He's going to hose somebody tonight.
All right. Great. So he's going to have a home run according to Pap, and he's going to have an outfield assist. So a good
Hell of
game
a day.
on both sides of the ball. I'm going to say the game is under 2 hours.
Oh, Alanna, now it's going to be 5 hours. She's the only professional baseball broadcaster that we have, and that's the one thing that they teach you in baseball broadcasting
That is what
school.
they say. They don't do that. Don't ever say time of game or pace of play out loud. But I'm just going to go against the grain tonight,
Yeah,
guys.
strap in. It's going to be 17 innings. We're going to have position players pitching.
We are not. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
That should have been my
I
prediction.
tell you
We're gonna
what,
have a
I love
position
you,
player.
Alanna, if it does, but you just jinx the hell out of us.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I love Murakami, by the way. Big Murakami guy.
Yeah, why do you like him?
Because he hits the shit out of the ball, and I want to say that he is aura personified.
He is. He's a big dude.
He's large. He has a personality. He's jubilant.
He is jubilant.
Yes.
Sit down, son. That's already 2 Ks on your 8, Pap.
Who said? Pap said 8.
Pap said 8.
Okay.
Be on it. Jared,
beautiful.
what's your obsession with the Japanese players? I just want to know, man.
I'm just a Murakami guy.
Oh,
I'm
but
like- I feel
you
like
love
everyone-
Yoshida too.
I love Yoshida. I'm fascinated by the pants up to the armpits. Who doesn't love Ohtani? I wish Yamamoto signed here, but the Red Sox didn't want to pay him. So like, I don't know. They're super talented.
Not all.
Okay.
Who's the last guy that came over from Japan? We're like, this guy is terrible.
Well, not terrible, no. Roki Sasaki's struggling a little bit. He's trying to
cries
find his
a lot.
way.
I don't like that.
He's trying to find his way.
I don't like that. I
Yeah,
feel like
he's a crier. He's
Yeah,
a crier.
he's an emotional
no crying
guy.
in baseball, Alanna.
You
yeah, there's
guys,
no crying in baseball.
Listen, mental health is for everyone.
Yeah, but yes, it is. But you can't cry. There's no crying in baseball.
Well, he hasn't cried in a while. He hasn't cried in a while, like since the beginning of the season.
Too soon.
He's learned.
Too soon.
He's learned.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
do you
is-
think like his teammates went up to him and was like, hey, bro, look, we can't have that up here.
I am sure there were conversations
Yeah.
behind closed doors. Yes.
I feel like Freddie Freeman is like
Freddie cries.
but he cries in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
You can cry in the clubhouse. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He had some emotional difficulty
did.
when he came over from
He
Atlanta,
did.
and they
Honestly,
played him for the first time.
That is one of the biggest like swept under the rug things is that Freddie came over to the Dodgers and
He did not want Atlanta to not sign him.
the most visibly, I don't want to be here. I'd rather be somewhere else. And then I mean,
But you know what, though? I think he goes in the hall with
as
the
a Dodger,
with the Dodger
yes,
hat on.
yes.
Yeah.
I think Braves fans would tell you that.
I think he should go in
Yes.
as a Dodger at this point. I mean, he's already been with the Dodgers like 8 seasons or some craziness.
So it would have been
6
22,
seasons.
23, 24, 25, 26. 5.
5 seasons.
5, but like by the end of it, he's going to have way more rings there. I mean, the walk-off grand slam in the World Series, you know.
That was amazing.
Won a ring with Atlanta, and
But he's won 2 with LA already.
he's going to retire with like 9 with the Dodgers.
Speaking of which, we're going to have to talk about it. It is the topic of conversation around Major League Baseball, a walk given up there. So now there's a man on first with 2 out. What do you think, Jonathan Papelbon, about the Los Angeles Dodgers trading for Tarek Skubal? They basically gave up 3 prospects, none of which were in their top 5. Tarek Skubal starts tonight for the Dodgers.
Hope was 5.
No, he wasn't. Not in MLB.com.
Are you sure?
He was 6. He starts tonight for the Dodgers against the Cubs. What is your take on the Dodgers trading for him, please?
I love it. I love it because at the time the Red Sox were whooping that ass, and they said, "You know what? We've got to do
Is that
something
why they did it?
because the Red Sox are on our heels and they are kicking our ass." No, look. At the end of the day, this is what good teams do, Alanna. This is no, that's a can of corn.
That's it. 1, 2, 3. Think about that for a hot second. We'll be right back to discuss the Tarek Skubal trade in a moment. Continuing the conversation here on Unobstructed Views, Tarek Skubal walking off of the mound in Detroit in what proved to be his final time, at least this go-around, as a Detroit Tiger. The back-to-back Cy Young Award winner is now a member of the Los Angeles Dodgers. You see him there in the Dodgers dugout meeting again Dave Roberts, the manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Pap, he gets his start tonight. His first in a Dodger uniform against the Cubs. Again, I'd like to know your thoughts about what you make of this, and everyone's saying that the Dodgers are ruining baseball. What's your opinion?
Well, look, Alanna, this is what good teams do. What some of the early Red Sox teams that I was on, this is what they do. This is what we did. Look, and you got to understand, they've got deferred money until I think 2040, something like that. So look, this is what good teams do. They continue to add. There's a double off the wall. This is going to be a routing tonight. So, like, at the end of the day, you can't blame their front office for any of this. Because there's injuries that happen, and you can never, ever have enough pitching. Like, that's the golden rule of baseball, is you can never have enough pitching. And, you know, I would even have liked to see us go out and have tried to get another starter. I know we didn't, but you know, because you just don't know with Crochet. You just Crochet coming back to me is a coin toss. I know Crochet is Crochet, but at the end of the day, you gotta love that too. Sadon Button trying to get the guy over. That's a unselfish teammate right there. But you can't blame the Dodgers for none of this, man.
No, you can't blame the Dodgers. And again, if you look at the package, it was not something that other contending teams, Jared, like the Rays, like the Braves, like the Brewers, could not have given up in return. A lot of folks were saying, hey, because of the impending, did he hit him?
Yeah.
Because of the impending collective bargaining agreement being a potential lockout. A lockout is coming, right? Which, by the way, the owners were going to lock out the players regardless of where Tarek Skubal went. But any other contending team could have done this. And some were saying that blame the Tigers on this for accepting this type of trade when, in fact, Scott Harris accepted it a day before the trade deadline even ended. What's your opinion on it?
Yeah, I agree with Tarek Skubal, who essentially said, everyone quit your whining. Any team could have traded for me. I didn't sign here as a free agent. It wasn't my choice. I went where I was traded to. And the Rays absolutely could have done better or matched. The Brewers have the best farm system in baseball. Imagine putting Skubal next to Mizorowski. Tampa, I mean, like, that was the perfect. Okay. For me, I'm looking at those two teams specifically. I know that, like, the Braves obviously were in the mix, and I thought for sure after talking to some people during the MLB Combine, that was like the popular pick was watch out for the Braves. I didn't even hear their name during any of the trade discussions. So I'm not mad at the Dodgers. I think that there's certain things that you can look at, obviously, with their TV deal and their ability to spend at a rate that is unfair, but as far as like the trade deadline, no. Like, any team could have done that. You could even make the case that the package the Red Sox put together for Adley Rutschman was a greater package than what the Dodgers gave up for Tarek Skubal. It's an apples and oranges conversation, but more to prove the point that
I'm gonna disagree with you on that, Jared.
Wait, are you going like this?
I don't think that that's really disputable. The prospect package that the Red Sox gave up for Adley Rutschman would have gotten you Tarek Skubal if you put that over to LA.
Maybe.
Definitely.
But at the end of the day, you want big league talent for big league talent. That shows that you got a good trade, right?
But they didn't get any. They got three guys, Pap, that were non-proven future spots in the Dodgers organization. They did not have a definitive future within the Dodgers organization. And as Jerry Harrison Jr. has said before, prospects are basically unprovens. You have no idea what those three men are going to materialize into, but you know what you're getting in Tarek Skubal.
I totally agree with you, Alanna. I totally agree with that. You know, you're suspect until you're in the big leagues. You're nothing but a suspect, in my opinion. You're not a prospect. You can put all the prospect analytics on people and say, oh, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. But look, at the end of the day, I was the Red Sox #1 prospect as a starter, not a closer. They had no clue for me being a closer. So it just goes to show you that until you get a proven big league guy, to me it's you're trading pieces that you hope. You know what they say, hope in one hand, shit in the other. So at the end of the day, look, I feel like the Red Sox stole. I'm the one guy, I guess, that feels this way. If the Red Sox stole Adley Rutschman, you gave away two starters that are, injury prone, A-ball guy. I mean, so I don't know, man. I feel like Craig Breslow did an outstanding job. Not only that, getting help with the lefty from San Francisco.
Right. Eric Miller, lefty, big lefty on the in the bullpen. All right, so there's a conversation, and just for the topic of conversation, as the lockout looms, right? I think we all agree that there's going to be a lockout. I don't know if it's going to be for the entirety of 2027, but there's going to be a work stoppage because that's what the owners want to do, and both sides can't seem to come toward any sort of agreement. Do you believe that there's any colluding going on? Maybe that's not the right word, but conversations among teams, because if I'm any other team, I am up in arms that the Tigers accepted that deal. I mean, do you think they're saying let's let the Dodgers get Tarek Skubal for a bag of balls so we can all say that a salary cap must be instituted. There you go. That's a run.
Here's where I'm at on it. So outside of the whole, the owners are definitely rooting for people to be like, look at the Dodgers so that they can lock out. But what I think is glaring is how many times have the Dodgers made a deal that was completely prospects, and the prospect, what do they ever turn into? Their prospects in deals, if the Dodgers are trying to trade you their prospects, don't take them. How many times has a team made a deal with the Dodgers just for prospects and looked good on the other side of that?
I mean, they basically turned Matt Beatty.
Get down. Let's go, Masa.
What do you say, Yoshida?
That's the Japanese guy that Jared likes.
We love him. We love Masa. Fastest guy in the league.
But Jared, here's the thing is that just goes to show you how important come this time of year it is to have a farm system. And
no doubt.
That is why the Dodgers are so successful, in my opinion, is because of their farm system.
Mm-hmm.
Not because they go out
every year.
It's not even just their farm system.
Any owner can go out and buy superstars.
They have the best PR hype machine for their prospects. So, again, people will look at their farm system and be like, ooh, look at how great the Dodgers farm system is. But I'll ask you again, how often do those guys pan out if they move on from them? I'm not saying that they don't, develop guys that come up to their big league roster and contribute on their big league team, but how often do the Dodgers move on from a prospect and then that guy goes, we're talking Yordan Alvarez, who wasn't even a Dodger prospect. He was a guy that no one knew of, and it was just one of those deals where
they traded Yordan
Josh Fields.
Josh Fields.
Get up!
Get out.
Let's go!
Get out.
Yeah! Grand slam! Home run derby! Home run derby! What did I tell you, Pap? I told you. Grand slam, you can't spell Durbin without RBI. How about 4 of them? How about 4 of them? It's 5-0 Sox in the first. I'm going to take my mic off. I'm done. I'm done for the night.
I told you this was going to be a rowdy. I knew it was going to be a rowdy.
What a prediction.
Yeah, how about
Carrabis.
a first inning grand slam?
Wow.
Put the Wally head on.
And you think he's going to be able to keep it on for a little bit longer than Wilyer did before Wilson hit it?
I bet you that thing smells terrible from how good the Red Sox have been hitting recently.
It smelled terrible just from last year.
Look, and another thing about this guy Durbin, which really to me, oh, look at this hanger! You hang it, we bang it. Another thing that really stood out to me about the whole Durbin thing earlier in the year when he wasn't hit is that his old former manager, Pat Murphy,
yeah, I love Pat Murphy,
compared him to the slow start that Dustin had in his early stages of his career.
At ASU?
And what's that?
At ASU?
No, at the Red Sox.
No, in the
06.
big leagues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so
Because they were together
when you have
at
a
ASU.
manager, when you have a manager that says that, to me, it's
Look.
it's pretty much good as gold, and he was right.
Yeah.
There it is. I didn't go bold enough.
You didn't say grand slam.
Yeah, I got it
We're still
wrong.
going to give that to you.
Yep.
If you would have said grand slam, me and you would have had to go to the casino
No,
tonight.
Jared Duran, no! Get up! Get out of here! See you later!
You sound like Bob Uecker, by the way. What did I tell you? This kid is going to get the hook in the 3rd freaking inning.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he is. He's going to get the hook in the first, baby.
Maybe. Woo!
If he gets the hook in the first, Alanna, we got to give that to you.
Damn, I already hit my prediction. Jared hit one of his. I said 6 runs that we did in the first inning. I did not expect that.
This guy is throwing freaking meatballs up there.
Middle.
Will Venable's looking to his bullpen already.
Yep.
This
My
is how
God.
you win series. This is how you win series. This is how you say, you know what? Let's punch him in the face right out the gate. Let's get their bullpen early, and this is how you win series.
They keep going back to back. That's all they've been doing is going back to back.
That must feel so flippin' good to hit a home run in the big leagues. Ugh.
Another hanger. This dude is throwing me. Give me a bat. Give me a bat.
You feel
Let
like
me
you want
hit.
everyone's running to the bat rack right now?
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a single.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, looks like a hammy, though.
No. Is it really?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No, he's all right. He's all right.
I hope so.
Oh, he's good.
He's fine.
good?
Why did they cut there? Miguel Vargas, All-Star this year.
I love
Poor
Miguel
kid.
Vargas.
I know. God, I'll never forget that meme or GIF or whatever the heck the kids call
was-
it, where he
yeah.
was sitting in the dugout when he got
So
traded
sad.
over to Chicago. He was so sad, but he turned it
Okay, he just hopped off the bag. I thought he was like hopping.
turned into an All-Star.
Mark is getting shelled. I mean, this is one.
Now we're at the point where you've recorded 1 out in the first inning and it's 6-0. Like, this is a wear it. Like, this is not like a, hey, we got to get him out of there so we can have a shot. Like, they're going to have to just keep him out there and wear it tonight.
Right now, Adley Rutschman is sitting there thinking, man, did I come over to heaven or what? Did I die and go to heaven?
Well, I mean, think about it this way, Pat. Like, he was here for the record breaker. So he probably, like, those were some of the biggest crowds of the season, or the last decade, really.
Yeah.
That's a good first inning.
It's all right.
We welcome you back to Unobstructed Views, presented by Blue Moon. We are psyched that you guys are here. It's been a couple of weeks for us, so we're glad to be back together again. And I will take a 6th spot in the first inning, guys, against another first-place team in the Chicago White Sox. Let's discuss that for a hot second, shall we? Because it's not as if the Red Sox are just beating up on teams, guys, that are under 500. They just swept the Dodgers, reigning national World Series champions. They're beating, Pap, really, really good teams. So my first question is, how are they doing it? My second question is, this is going to be very difficult to sustain, but you just got to get in, right?
Is it?
Yeah. You can't be this hot for 2 months.
It's not, Alanna. It's not.
Say no.
Because you got
They're going to be this hot for the rest of the season?
They're going to play 900 ball.
No, they're going to go through a little lull.
Okay.
Like, I think a little lull.
Okay.
But I think for the most part, Alanna, they're going to be able to sustain this provided they stay healthy.
Yeah.
Right? They've got to stay healthy here.
They're already not healthy and they're doing this, though.
But nobody on their active
the
roster
guys on
can
the
get
field
hurt.
currently.
You're missing your best pitcher
currently.
and your best position player, and they're kicking everyone's ass.
Like, but here's the deal. Like, on a team, once you find your style, your brand of baseball, and you find that, which I believe they have now found that, and they've gone away from some of this analytical bullshit. The khaki pants aren't trolling through the clubhouse anymore, and they have switched. They have done a complete
The quarter zip crew.
The what?
The quarter zip crew.
Yeah, the quarter zip crew, which we all know who we're talking about. But at the end of the day, these kids have found a way to play the game of baseball. And I don't think that they're just going to lose that, Alanna.
Did you just get doubled
Look at that
off?
double play.
Yeah, all right.
I don't think
Thanks
they're
for the free out.
I don't think they're gonna lose it. I just think it's very difficult to sustain the level at which they're playing. They've been doing it now for 6 weeks. 5 weeks.
No, I
They're
agree
28
with you.
and 5. They've been doing it since June 25th.
Right, so 6 weeks.
Yeah, they're going to go through a little lull. That's a lull is going to happen. But Alanna, I would say the more things that I'm worried about are your Peyton Tolley and your Bennett. And the reason
in
why
terms
I say
of the
that
amount
I'm
of
worried
innings,
about them,
amount of innings thrown, you mean?
That is correct, Alanna. Yes, that is what I'm worried about. So they got to keep close eye on that, man.
Yeah.
And because they're reaching totals that they've never done in their career.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They're already at that point, which is why, Pap, earlier when you said they should have gone out and gotten a starter, some people were probably confused by that because it's like, oh, since they've gone on this run, they have the best team ERA in baseball. So it's like, oh, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But you're going to want that dog in the playoffs. You're going to want that guy that has made 32 starts in the big leagues before, 180 innings, what have you. And when you have not one but two rookies in your rotation with Tolley and Bennett, and they've now met or surpassed their most innings ever in a season before, that's where, it would have been nice to have
Hold
an
that
Evaldi.
thought, sir.
I'll hold it.
BRB. 1-2-3 due up for the Sox in the second inning, already with a 6-0 lead over Martin of the White Sox. To Pap's point, this is the concern that he has when it comes to Peyton Tolley and Jake Bennett. If you look at the amount of innings that they have thrown already this season, it's significant in terms, especially when it comes to Bennett, guys, of what he threw all of last season. So at what point, Pap, does this become a legitimate concern for you, considering this team, for all intents and purposes, is headed to the postseason and likely via the wild card? So that's 3 games there, and then the DS is 5 games, and then 7-7-7.
Oh, Alanna, they're headed to the playoffs. There's no question about it, in my opinion. And to me, the concern is right now.
Okay.
Like, I already have a concern about this because you don't want to say, oh, let's save these guys. Because let me tell you something. Getting to the playoffs, there you go. Getting to the playoffs and making a World Series run, they don't come very often.
No, they don't.
So you can't sit there and say, oh, well, we're just going to shut them down for the season, and they had a great season, and, we don't want to push them anymore because these 2 guys are so important in our rotation. So you can't just shut them down. And I don't think Breslow is just going to shut them down. And that's why I think having a guy like Brayan Bello pitching the way he is pitching out of the pen is so important right now, because Brayan Bello is going to have to pick up a lot of these innings for them.
Do we have enough pitching, Jared Carrabis? Assuming this team gets into the postseason, which season ends today, they're in. Do they have enough pitching to go deep into the postseason as the roster stands right now?
As the roster stands right now, Alanna, the Red Sox should be the favorite to come out of the American League. Since they turned their season around, they added like a run and a half per game on what they were doing prior to that.
Pitching.
Yeah.
We have enough pitching.
Best defense in the league, and they have the best ERA in baseball. And to Pap's point, I was going to mention Bello. He's going to become a very important piece. He went from get this guy off the roster, get him down to Worcester, get him away from this team, to
learn how to love the game again.
Yeah, and he's back and he loves it. I mean, if you put his numbers next to like the top relievers in baseball, he's like the best reliever in baseball. Like his numbers are better than Mason Miller for like an ERA.
In what time frame?
Since he's pitched this year, like pitching out of the bullpen this year, he has the best reliever. I think he has the best ERA of any reliever in baseball. So,
but is that not skewed though, because he's coming in the second inning versus Mason Miller coming in the 9th?
I'm not saying he's better than Mason Miller, but he, as a reliever, has the lowest ERA in baseball.
Okay.
So it's as a bulk guy, it's not your traditional reliever sense, but for whatever reason, if you just remove the first inning, the guy is the best pitcher in baseball. So yeah, stick to it. And when we're talking about, Pap was saying how you can't just shut these guys down, talking about Tolley and Bennett. It's not necessarily shutting them down, but give them an extra day. Like if you look at Tolley on 6 days versus 5 days, then the numbers are pretty drastic. And I think that'll just be part of the plan, is trying to have bullpen days to build in extra days of rest to keep these guys fresh.
Well, I mean, if you had to shut them down, though, I don't know that we have the bodies that can replace them.
No. So that, it would be bad.
Alanna.
Yes.
Alanna, I to Jared's point, I think that he brought up the 6-man rotation. Did you not, Jared?
He brought up 6 days of rest.
I wouldn't go with the full 6-man rotation, but I would work it so that a Bello bullpen bulk day is built in to give guys like Bennett and Tolley an extra day of rest. But you want Ranger on normal rest. Like you want those guys, your veteran guys, you want them on normal rest to keep them in a rhythm. They're used to that. But the rookies, yeah, sure. If they need an extra day, take an extra day.
Right. So they're going to have to improvise here. Craig Breslow's going to have to improvise, and he's going to have to say, okay, we're going to have an opener with Bello piggybacking with the bullpen day. We're going to have maybe put Bennett to 6-day rotation towards the end of the season, along with maybe a Tolley. And that's why I think they should have Garrett Crochet earlier. They're going to have to get him back at some point and figure all this out. This is all part of the big equation.
Right.
The other thing, too, part of the news today, Pap, was Ryan Watson got designated for assignment. That was kind of like your mop-up guy, and you talked about in 07 how important it was to have a guy like Kyle Snyder who can come in there and eat innings when in a game like this, if this holds, like let's say it's 6-0 in the 8th inning, you would have put a Watson out there to eat up the 8th and the 9th to give Chapman and Whitlock a blow. And so who's that guy now? Because, you go out and trade for a lefty who's not, he's not a mop-up guy. He throws 97. He's going to be, one of your back-end guys. Who's the mop-up guy now? He's out.
Well, I hate to say it, but probably Weiser.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
fair.
That's why I think it was so important to get another bullpen guy in Eric Miller. Like you come towards the end of the season, you need bullpen help.
All right, we'll be back. In case you missed it, this is what happened in terms of the roster moves for today. It was a bananas trade deadline on Monday. Great job by Craig Breslow getting some things done there. He is already out. That's one out already here in the top of the third. But you can see the additions and the subtractions, guys. Obviously, Eric Miller, the big lefty in the bullpen. Added to the active roster, obviously, Jake Rogers, the other catcher that comes over from the Baltimore Orioles. And then Eli White added to the active roster as well. And then the moves were Romy Gonzalez was optioned to AAA Worcester, and then Ryan Watson, as you guys have just discussed, kind of the bulk man, the garbage time guy, if you will, for lack of a better phrase. He was designated for assignment. And this is just the part of baseball that's the business, Pap. I mean, what was trade deadline? Not for you, obviously. You're a bona fide closer. You know you're not going anywhere. But you weren't always with the Red Sox. You weren't always with the Phillies. So what's the trade deadline period like for a player? First, in your stature, just waiting to see who your new teammates are going to be, but also for guys that don't have the resume that you did.
Well, when I was in Philly, we sucked so bad for 4 years. When I thought I was going there to win a couple more world championships, and for a player that was for me, for myself, I had many discussions with Ruben Amaya, and said, hey, when I was still on the Phillies, like, hey, you've got to find a way to get me out of here. And Unfortunately, I ended up giving $2 million away to get my ass out of Philadelphia.
Wow.
But
Have you ever done that, Jared? Have you ever left a job and left $2 million on the table?
I've definitely left a job. I've probably left about like $17 an hour on the table, though.
But it's the general manager and the general manager, and I'm sure that Craig Breslow, has these talks if on the reverse end when you're trading guys and you're getting rid of guys, especially guys that have no trade clauses. You got to discuss that with them, especially guys that are willing to go. You have to discuss what they will give up, like myself. But at the end of the day, it's the general manager's ability to communicate with his players is what's key. And so I think Craig Breslow has done a great job with that. And secondly, when you're adding players, Craig Breslow's talking to his front office team. He's I don't know if I could say this, but the last Apple game when I was in town, I watched the game in the owner's box with John Henry and Tom Werner and Sam Kennedy, and I strolled over to Craig Breslow's box and I said, hey guys, what we gonna do, man? I said we're adding, right? I pretty much said that there's no other way but for us to add, and Craig Breslow was like, well, hey, when you walk back over from my box, make sure you tell them to give me the okay, and kind of jokingly saying that. But it's a team effort, man. It's a team effort to do what they did, and Craig Breslow and his team, and I give credit to John Henry for allowing Craig Breslow to put his nuts on the line here and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do to make this team better. And Henry and Tom and them, they give him the A-OK to do so, and I think I give him an A. I give him an A- on the trade deadline.
Yeah, you guys are pretty close because you gave him an A-. Jared gave them a B+ as far as the trade deadline is concerned. I thought it was a good trade deadline for the Red Sox. I mean, we didn't know what the heck they were going to do going into the All-Star break, and then they went on this unbelievable tear. Then you absolutely assumed that they were going to buy because the city would have burned down because of the momentum that they had going into the All-Star break, and then still winning when they came out of the All-Star break. Here's the new faces, new places graphic of all of the different moving parts with this organization. I want to ask you this, Pat, because you've been on some championship teams, and so much is made of chemistry and learning your identity as a ball club. But let's say you have a guy, perhaps, that doesn't necessarily fit the personality profile or the just the mood, the guys, the chemistry of a club, but that guy can make your club better, but he might disrupt the chemistry. What would you rather have?
I'd rather have a chemistry guy.
Okay.
In fact, when I got traded from Philadelphia to the Nationals, the one and most important thing I talked to them about was what was the team chemistry like? And because I wanted to make sure that I came in and was a part of that team chemistry and didn't want to screw anything up because I know how important team chemistry is. So those are big discussions, Alanna. And I think that you look at team chemistry versus the value of the player just as much, equally as much.
I agree.
Pap, when was your last year, 15 or 16?
16.
So I remember at the deadline in 16 that I think, were the Red Sox not trying to get you to come back for one last run?
Yeah, they were.
Why didn't that happen?
I was done at that point, Jared. I was to the point where I was showing up to the field to where I wasn't, the love just wasn't there. And I always told myself, the moment that I feel like this is a job, then I've got to stop. And, I really felt like my time with the Red Sox was good enough. It was done. I didn't feel like I had anything else to come back to the Red Sox and prove. And also, I felt like I sucked at that point. I didn't want to come back and put on a Red Sox uniform and suck in front of those fans again, you know?
That makes sense. Yeah, it was
Know when to hold
Poppy's
them,
last
know when to
season.
fold them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Alanna.
I remember that. Like, I don't know why I just thought of that now, but I remember that deadline, and Pap's name was getting floated around. I was like, hell yeah, it's Poppy's last season. Get Papelbon back. They needed bullpen help. I don't even think they made a move. I was just waiting on the announcement that Pap was coming back.
Yeah, no, they didn't make a move. In fact, I can't tell you how many phone calls I got from David and Dustin and guys like that. So, you know, I explained to them the same thing. Like, you know, I'm not the same Pap. You're not going to get the same Pap that you had when I wore a previous Red Sox uniform. And, you know, I didn't want to go out there and embarrass myself in front of the Boston fans. And, you know, at that point I was throwing like 90 poo and, you know, and I had a long conversation with Dusty Baker about it too when I was with the Nationals, you know, and I told them too that, you know, don't trade me to the Red Sox. You know, I'm not going to allow it. And they were wondering as well too. And it was just my time, man. You know, it just there's just that inner clock that just tells you that, you know what, you're just not a big leaguer anymore. And I just felt that. And so I just rode into the sunset, came home, and started babysitting.
Did you to start babysitting? They're your kids, man. Did you miss it? Do you miss it? Are there times that you wish you could do it again, or were you really like, I'm done, and that was, and you were okay with that before you started gardening and all this other stuff that you're doing?
Alanna, I'll tell you what, there's two things that I miss about the big leagues.
The money?
The paycheck and the plane rides.
Yeah, and the plane rides, because you can make more money on the plane.
Correct.
I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like smoking a heater with an old Red Dog in the back of the plane after you took $50K from Jason Varitek.
Damn. Can you imagine? $50K.
But
He's on vacation right now, I think.
And the camaraderie, man, the camaraderie of your team and being with your teammates. And, you know, when I played, there was 25 guys that went out together.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
very
just how
different now.
Yeah, and so, you know, of course, I miss that, and you know, miss being with the boys and stuff. But I don't miss what it took to get ready every night.
Wait, I think they're challenging.
Well, he's going to be wrong.
Strike?
Smell ya.
Damn, that is.
How many punch outs is that now?
That's
Four?
Yeah, that is 4 of the 8. So you're halfway there. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to Unobstructed Views, presented by Blue Moon. Red Sox up again here in the bottom of the third inning. Masataka Yoshida, Caleb Durbin, who already has a grand slam. Jarren Duran with the home run of his own tonight. Sox up 6-0 in this ball game. Let's talk about Patrick Sandoval just for a hot second. I know he's not on the hill right now, but he's already back with four Ks, halfway to Jonathan Papelbon's bold prediction of 8 punchies. I wasn't sure what we were going to get, guys, when he came off of the IL. I mean, it had been quite some time since he had pitched in a big league game. Pap, what do you like about what you've seen tonight?
Well, the one thing I like about what I'm seeing tonight from him is he's getting to that glove side heater. What I mean by is as a lefty, so if you're looking at the plate, to the right side of the plate, he's being able to get down and pile drive his four-seamer down away from lefties and into righties. And he's pitching off of it well, and he's throwing that back foot slider, which he's been getting outs on well, and that's what he's going to go to. He's going to go to a slider for his out pitches. And but at the end of the day, he's pitching off of his four-seamer, and that's what's making his secondary pitches effective tonight.
Okay. So wild card round, let's just assume, because they could still win the division. You have no idea what's going to happen, okay? But wild card round, who's your three pitchers?
Ooh, I mean,
assuming it goes to 3 games and you need 3, not 2.
I mean, even if Crochet's back, I feel like it's going to be like 17, like when David Price came out of the bullpen. It was like, yeah, he's healthy enough, but he's not built up to be a starter. So let's see if he can be like a multi-inning weapon out of the bullpen. I feel like that will probably be Garrett Crochet's role if we get Crochet back at all this year. Ranger, you don't want to go all lefty, but like those are your best guys, right? Like, I feel like Tolley's getting a playoff start for me, Ranger's getting a playoff start for me, and Sonny Gray, right?
So Garrett Crochet.
Hey-o.
Okay. Garrett Crochet, Pap, threw 50 to 60 feet today. So he is picking up a baseball. He has, I guess, started baseball activities. But for the amount of time that he's been out, considering it's August 4th right now, what's the likelihood, just based on the fact that he just started throwing 50 to 60 feet, what's the likelihood we see him back this season?
All right, so we got to do a little bit of math, and you're going to have to help me. I'm not good at math. I was more of a
science guy.
Science guy.
English literature, the old classics.
I was more of a lit guy, but so
All right, that was cool.
All right, we'll get back to that.
All right, get your calculator out.
Yeah, let me start doing my math.
Unobstructed Views, presented by Blue Moon, rolls on. Alanna, Rizzo, Jonathan Papelbon, Jared Carrabis with you. So, Pap, going back to the crochet conversation for a minute, has started throwing 50 to 60 feet. By your calculations, do you think he has a possibility of returning this season?
Okay, so we got 50 to 60 feet flat ground, then you got 75 to 80 flat ground, then you got 90 feet to 100 feet flat ground. Then you're going to probably have 30 pitches on a mound. Then after that, 50 pitches on a mound, 75 pitches on a mound. Then you're looking at a 40-ish pitch rehab. Then you're looking at a 50 to 60 pitch rehab. And then I think he could probably be good to go after that. Now, this is barring any kind of setback, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing I'm worried about is this, because I've had this injury, man. The lat lingers. It's a big muscle group, and it takes on a lot when you pitch. It takes on more than anything when you pitch. So with me, it lingered, man. And the doctors even told me this is something that will probably at my age, and that's another thing that talking about earlier about why I shut it down is because my lat just couldn't take it anymore.
Okay.
But so you're looking at how many weeks are left in the season? Let's see.
I mean, it's August 4th right now. Let's just assume October 4th, but then you back it up like 3 days. So 8, not even 8. Not even 8.
Yeah, seven and a half-ish.
7 and change.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alanna, we're gonna be right there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking like
Game 1
on the cusp of playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mead. Like,
I know.
the last
that's a bummer.
he had the same injury, and it took him like 60-something days to come back from that. And if you took that exact same time and applied it to when he got injured with the Red Sox, he would be eligible to come back the day after the season ends.
The wrist.
The wrist. So there's a world where, you know, your game 1 lineup has Curtis Mead in it and Garrett Crochet.
But does that scare you? Or
Yes.
I don't know that I'd want them right back in there.
Definitely not Mead.
Especially when all of these people are playing the way.
But part of the timeline for Crochet is that he's going to be able to build back up. I don't know that I would, if Curtis Mead hasn't swung a bat.
His timing's not going to.
Yeah, against live pitching since he got hit on the wrist. I don't want him as my DH in game 1.
Yeah.
I'm not as worried as Crochet is. There he is with the cast on. I'm not as worried about Crochet as much as I am Mead, because Crochet you got to remember, he'll have these rehab starts. And with the rehab starts, he'll be able to have a better feel and a better know. It won't be just like, oh, it's his first start from the IL out of nowhere, right? He's not going to experience that. But what you will be looking at is if he does come back, you won't be looking at him throwing 110, 115, 20 pitches. This is a nasty changeup, by the way.
It's 5 Ks for Sandoval.
He's been
for
awesome.
Another punch out.
What about the situation with Trevor Story? Because he will be back before the season, before the postseason.
Well, he stands to gain the most from the Curtis Mead injury. I thought for sure the Red Sox were going to address the shortstop situation at the trade deadline. I think they tried. I think teams were insisting on Franklin Arias in any deal that the Red Sox did approach for a top-of-the-line shortstop. And nothing happened. I'm assuming it's because the Red Sox made Arias unavailable. He remains in AAA. I don't know, so my guess, what I would do is, I would still have Chang as your shortstop because of the defense. I would have Story at second base when he comes back. But I think what's probably going to happen is Story's going to retake shortstop. And is there a world where there's 3-4 weeks left in the season and they see what Arias can give him at second base? Maybe.
I would love a world where I could be as happy and relaxed as a starting pitcher on my non-start day.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Yeah, I think Ranger missed the pregame meal.
Just, I don't know what the heck he's eating. I thought it was maybe a Lunchable at first, and it looked like a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Maybe it's just peanut butter and jelly. I don't know.
I am big on the Lunchable, Alanna.
Are you?
I got
Yes.
kids.
Yes.
I got kids, so Lunchables are everywhere here. Let me tell you a little secret about the Lunchable, okay?
Okay.
Put the Lunchable in the toaster.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. Oh, God. What was that?
I don't know.
Oh, my.
It was almost a great play.
From the knees.
But speaking about Trevor Story, I'm going to go back to him for a quick second, if that's all right.
Of course.
Trevor Story is going to have to prove with his injury and that injury that he has with the groin, the hernia, and all that, in the core area. He's got to prove that he can go sideways in order to play defense. And come postseason, I want a guy that can play defense on this team at the shortstop position rather than go out and mash.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's not going to be him.
Is he here next
No.
year?
Where else is he going to be? Unless they find someone. I mean, he's got 1 year after this.
Yeah, he'll be here.
I don't know. I mean, maybe they're going to have to do. It depends, because I think they made the call on Ellie De La Cruz, and you've obviously had some conversations to say, here's what it would take, here's what we're willing to give up. Obviously, they got nowhere close and no deal came to fruition. But the fact that that's what the Red Sox are thinking, and it was so public that it's like, all right, Otto Lopez from the Marlins, C.J. Abrams from the Nats, even like the Francisco Lindor rumor, like they're telling you, we need a shortstop right now, and Story still has a year and a half left on his deal. So whether
would that be a release situation, or no one's going to take that contract on?
No, but it could be something where, say it's Lindor, right? Like you're swapping money with
for
the
money.
yeah, something like that. But we'll see. I don't think they're going to release him, though.
Nobody's taking on Trevor Story. He's damaged goods at this point, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, yes, they did go after Ellie, and
This is my
I can't
my biggest
tell you
pet peeve.
what, but Arias was gonna have to be a part of that deal, and Arias was the one untouchable guy in the minor league system that the Red Sox were not willing to give up.
All right, Pap. Sandoval has loaded the bases at this point. So
Yeah.
Andrew Bailey's going out to talk to him. 2 out in the inning, top of the 4th. What needs to happen here other than throw strikes? What needs to happen?
Well, he's got to get back in his delivery. So right now, when I'm watching him as he's throwing, everything's running away from him, arm side. And so, like I was telling you earlier, what he was doing good is everything was coming downhill on a plane, glove side.
Glove side, right.
So now he's lost his arm slot a little bit. So now what you're seeing is balls kind of sailing away from him arm side.
Okay.
And so that's the front half. So the front half dictates your back half. So he's not pulling through on his front half and pulling that glove side through like he was earlier. So he's going to have to get back to that. And that's just a little tweak, little mechanic that Bailey's talking to him right now. Hey, get back to your front side and let's start pile driving that ball down and in.
All right,
like he's going to do right here.
Luis Angel Acuna, so Ronald Acuna Jr.'s younger brother. Obviously right-handed batter going up against lefty Patrick Sandoval. Bases loaded.
George Lombard Jr. just hit his first home run.
Did he? I love him so. He was a little kid when I was with the Dodgers. His dad was the first base coach of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Just got called up by the Yankees today,
Yep,
and he
first
just
big
hit
league
his
home run.
first home run. Good for him. Congratulations to the
Yeah,
Lombard family.
I played
Great
AAA
kid.
with George.
Great
Oh, it was a
family,
bomb, too.
great kid. Jacob, the younger brother, just got drafted in the first round, 14th overall pick by the Miami Marlins, hometown kid. Mom Judy, dad George, great family. Congratulations, Junior. That's awesome.
Good kid, good
Yeah,
family.
I played AAA with George, and I remember when he had his kids. And,
Yeah, isn't that funny? We're old
yeah,
AF, Pap. We are old AF.
Yeah, we are, girls.
Well, I am for
I
sure.
feel it
You're
every
behind me.
day. You come down here in this Mississippi heat and you feel it every day, man.
I'm sure it's just the heat.
Nah, man, I
It's
can't
hot
go
here
outside.
too. Oof. Today was really hot. It's been raining for days here, but today was hot.
All right, Sandoval, 1-2 count. Let's go. Make a pitch. Back foot slider.
Ah.
There it is. Ah. See, now if he starts that back foot slider a little bit more in the zone, he gets a swing and miss. But see, this was a ball out of his hand, and it never had a chance to present itself as a strike. But that was the right pitch to throw. Now it opens up so many things. He's going to go back there again, either up and in or back foot.
I thought that Connor Wong was going to challenge that and be wrong. I'm glad he didn't do that.
No, and Connor Wong's been pretty good on the challenges this year, I feel like. He's the one guy. Unfortunately, Narvaez, he's gone. He struggled with the ABS a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I hope he gets a chance to play more. I really do.
Well,
Narvaez.
Basayo, they just paid him. If I'm a big league manager, no offense, Pap, I'm not letting any of my pitchers challenge. Like the data on pitcher challenges, it's like they're like 1 for 7,558. They're just not good at it. I'm only allowing hitters and catchers to challenge.
Well, and here's my reasoning behind that.
Your head is moving, like you're just not seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not seeing the ball. You're on a mound, so you're there.
There
it
you
is.
go.
Good
There you go.
pitch.
All right, way to get out of that.
Attaboy.
Bottom of the fourth for the Boston Red Sox. Andrew Monasterio coming up, Connor Wong to follow, and then Nick Sogard as far as 8, 9, and 1 in the order for the Boston Red Sox with a 6-0 advantage. Patrick Sandoval getting out of a jam there, so that's good. I mean, that's what you want to see. I mean, what is this, his second or third start since coming off the IL? Hasn't been back from the IL in very long, or for very long, rather, I should say. So it's what you need, right? That's a big boost for him, Jared. Getting out of that bases loaded jam.
No doubt. I mean, it's been a big boost to just have him in the rotation because talking to scouts that saw him when he was working his way back up before he got to the big league roster, there was plenty of conversation about whether or not he still had it.
Right.
You know, it had been a couple of years since he had been on a big league mound. There was some concern about, you know, what's the stuff going to look like once he gets to the big league level, but he's been fantastic. I want to say, knock on wood, I don't know if they've lost a game that he's started yet since he came back.
And Pap, remember when we were doing the game a couple weeks ago or whatever it was, we weren't certain if Patrick Sandoval was going to be added to the active roster, if he was going to be a trade piece for the Red Sox. And then Connolly Early goes on the IL.
4-0.
4-0 since
Yeah.
Patrick Sandoval's been back. So he's had, what is this, his 5th start then?
Yep.
So I apologize for the mistake. But Connolly Early goes on the IL, and then we're thinking, well, his role, Patrick Sandoval's, just became that much greater, that much more important, and he's done a nice job since coming back.
Yeah, to me, he's done a phenomenal job, really, considering the situation he came from. You do not know how hard it is to be absent from the big league level for almost 2 years and be able to come back and still be successful. And to me, that is a credit to his team and the guys that he placed himself around and the work that he put in to be able to prepare to get back, because it is not easy. I don't care if you're a young guy, a veteran, or older guy. It is not easy to go through that long of absence from the big league level and come back.
I mean, you must feel like you're on an island.
Yes, you do. You feel like
Wondering
you're
if
on
you're
an
ever gonna
island.
come back at all. Pap, you know who he reminds me of, like the role that he's in is
Did he?
No.
No.
That's a Section 10 jersey though. Paul Bird, remember him?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that year, it was just like, all right, 5 2/3, 2 earned. Like, just you're not gonna get some dominant 7-inning, 10 strikeout performance, but it's like, just give me a chance to win. Like the expectations based on what the rotation was and what it's become, we're talking about a guy that just goes out there and gives you a chance to win. And if this score holds, he'll have done that every time that he's taken the mound for them.
Yeah, and the way the lineup is playing now, and the way the lineup is swinging the bat now, and moving runners over, slugging, doing all the things that they're doing, as a starting pitcher, really and truthfully, all you really need to do is be able to just keep your team in the game and keep your team win. With this lineup, the way they're swinging it now, and that's what he's done.
What did you say they were? 23-5 or something?
28-5 over their last 33.
28-5 over their last 33. Pap, do you remember a time in which you were in a situation like that, where you were in the middle of such an unbelievable streak, and it almost feels like they feel like they can't lose the game?
Yeah, my first 3 or 4 years in a Red Sox uniform were that way. I mean, we showed up to the field knowing that we was going to whoop somebody's ass, Alanna. We showed up knowing that, and you could almost look at the other guys' faces and them see it. And, it didn't matter if we were down 4 or 5 runs. It didn't matter if we had a starter go only 3 or 4 innings. It just didn't matter, because we were able to do whatever it took to come back. And so, yeah, it's a good feeling. And that's the feeling that's going on with the Red Sox right now, because
you can
they're
see
playing all 3 phases.
Yeah, you can see the numbers there. The show and go Sox, man. I mean, the record, as Jared mentioned, 28-5. The average is whatever, 244. But the runs per game, that's impressive. Run differential positive, +67. The starter ERA has been great. The bullpen ERA's been even better. So there's the numbers. Tail of the tape right there.
Best ERA in baseball for the team, 2.89. So through June 24th, that was that miserable Rocky series where it was really rock bottom. They were 32-46. They were the worst team in the American League, second worst record in Major League Baseball. They were last in MLB in runs scored, 3.94 runs per game. That's now, as we just saw, 5.1 runs per game. We'll get back to more Sox in just a little bit.
Top of the fifth, the White Sox looking to just get on the board. Taking a look back at what we were talking about in terms of where the Red Sox were, you guys. It's unbelievable what they have been able to do. And we talked a little bit about it briefly, that they're not just beating teams that are down in the dumps or below 500 or struggling or whatever. They're beating really good teams coming off a sweep of the Los Angeles Dodgers, everybody. They're beating the White Sox. They're beating really, really good opponents.
It's not like they're just winning series. They're not losing a singular game to any of these teams. 4-0 against Tampa, 4-0 against New York, 3-0 working on 4-0 against the White Sox, and then 3-0 against the Dodgers. It's all the best teams that they are just simply not even losing a single game to.
What impresses me is they were 6-1 on the last road trip. Is that correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're doing it on the road, which is, really impressive to me. And they finally figured out how to win at home.
That's
too.
the thing, right? I mean, that's the thing that we were talking about so much at the beginning and middle part of the season. It's that they can't win at Fenway. They're not using the green monster left field to their advantage. And now they seemingly have found that out, how to do that. And to your point, Pap, they're also winning on the road.
Yeah, and to me, this is the team that I expected before the season even started. This is the team that I was thinking that they were going to be. Unfortunately, they got off to a really bad start. But, I actually, on another program, the Foul Territory program, I picked them to win to go to the World Series and lose to the Dodgers, I think. But
when did you do that on Foul?
Before the season even started.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So this is the team that I've been expecting to watch, and they're finally here. And, like I've said, I expected Cedon to have the year that he's having. And so, we're getting into a little bit of trouble here now. No outs.
Jared, did you steal my yellow highlighter?
Probably.
Seriously, here it is. I haven't moved and I couldn't find it. The real question is, though, you guys.
Go
ahead.
Right now, Pablo is just missing over the plate. He's just pitching in the heart of the plate those last two at bats.
Yeah, the other thing too that they're doing is hitting
78
homers.
pitches.
The big difference through the 24th was that they were second worst team in baseball in home run percentage, and now they're 9th on the run that they've been on. So it's been a big difference.
The question is, though, what version of the Red Sox is the outlier? The version that we saw at the beginning of the season, going, really scuffling, not able to win at home.
Okay.
Or is it the version that we're seeing right now? Which one's the outlier?
It's somewhere in between, but I think closer to this. I mean, I think at the beginning of the season I had them at 91 wins. Obviously, they're not going to play 900 ball the rest of the season, but pitching and defense is what they were built on. That's been a consistency throughout the whole year. And really, I know it sounds crazy because the 28-5 run that they're on right now is not sustainable, but the model, in theory, is. Were they supposed to have the best ERA in baseball? No, but they were supposed to have one of the best rotations in baseball, so that's lived up to the hype. They were built to have one of the best defenses in the game. That has proven to be true. And it's not like yes, the offense has been substantially better, but they're not averaging 8.5 runs a game or something like that. It's a very manageable, just a hair over 5? That's not crazy to be able to do. They've gotten a lot of breaks. I think the biggest part about this team is the fact that they've been so good situationally, because you trot out the best ERA in baseball with an average of about, call it 5 runs a game, you're going to win more games than you lose. They haven't lost really any games.
There it is. Roll it. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Welcome back to Unobstructed Views. We are in the bottom of the fifth inning. Cedar Rafaela, Wilyer Abreu, Wilson Contreras due up for the Sox. I was wrong on my prediction. He did not get the hook in the third, although after the first inning, I thought I could have been correct. We're going to revisit our predictions momentarily. Let's talk a little bit more.
The sentiment was right.
Yeah, I tried. I tried to put it into the universe. Let's talk a little bit more, Pap, about the acquisition of all-star catcher Adley Rutschman, first-round pick in 2019. Obviously has spent enough time playing at Fenway. Not the greatest numbers in the world, but that doesn't mean he can't be a very valuable addition to this team.
Yeah, and I think they're looking towards the playoffs and the end of the season for him. Obviously, with him being on the IL and everything, and having to go through the injuries that he's going through right now, but he's proven, and when you get somebody that's proven big league all-star, you really can't go wrong, especially when we needed the position that we needed. And I mean, look at that with swings like that, and not only do you see it from the right side, you see it from the left side as well. So get him healthy, and he can play every day at the backstop position. So, but not only that, I think they made another great trade with Eric Miller and getting rid of Marcelo Meyer. I mean, Meyer just to me was not the kind of guy that could play in Boston. He just wasn't.
Leaned on it.
Wilyer Abreu was the kind of guy that can play in Boston, though.
There it is. There it is.
Got that run right back.
Yes, sir. But, like I'm saying, there's certain guys that can play in Boston. There's certain guys that can't. And it was pretty obvious that Marcelo Meyer wasn't a dude that could play in Boston.
And it's funny that you say that because, I haven't been around this club for very long. I certainly haven't been around Marcelo Meyer very much. But there's almost something that you could get the sense of, right, when it comes to that. Like, you can't. And I don't know him, I don't want to misspeak, but you can't really teach want to, right? You can't really teach work ethic. I mean, was that something that you noticed, or it just was not a good fit personality-wise?
Well, I'll tell you this, Alanna, and I'm not going to speak on who I spoke to, but I had many conversations within the department, within the team itself, and there were a lot of issues with his work ethic.
Okay.
And you cannot be a guy that has no work ethic and survive in Boston, period.
No. Really not survive in the big league, certainly not in a market like Boston.
Correct.
I was talking to someone earlier today that brought up a good point, kind of in Meyer's defense. I agree with everything that you're saying, Pap. Like, the work ethic thing was absolutely in question. The guy couldn't stay healthy. That was his MO. It's always been that way throughout every single level. I do think that people forget that he was called up because Alex Bregman was injured, and his natural position is shortstop. They had him at second base. They had him at third base. Finally got his first crack at shortstop this year. So it's like, all right, like, I'm a shortstop. I'm kind of playing every position that you're asking me to so that I can find my role in the big league roster. But the comparison was kind of like, hey, because we were talking about Pedroia earlier. When Pedroia came up, he struggled, but he had Alex Cora there to show him how to be a big leaguer and how to be a professional. I don't know that Meyer had that guy because, I mean, Trevor Story, he's been hurt. Like, he's not around. And it's like, how are you going to, like, if I'm sitting there and I'm Meyer and I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the day-to-day look like? I'm playing shortstop in the big leagues for the first time. I got a question. Who can I ask that question to? Like, that guy's not there. So it's a little bit of everything. I think it was a work ethic thing for sure. Like, that was discussed privately, publicly, that, if you're not putting in the work, you're not going to see the results. You can't just skate by on talent alone at this level. But having the resources, I don't know that he was really in that position. So we'll see what happens in San Francisco. And I agree with you again, Pap, about being able to play in this market. It ain't for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have I agree with you on one side of it, Jared, but disagree with you on another side. He didn't have the teammate or veteran guy to be able to really go to for advice. But also, you had a guy. Look at their bench coach. I mean, this guy's a great coach, and he had him to go to. I don't necessarily know how much he utilized him, but at the same time, when you get to the big league level, Jared, you have got to be your own coach, right? You got to be your own coach, and you got to be able to take that filter and filter out things that you know are going to work and know that aren't going to work. And I don't think he had that capability. I think he was struggling to find himself from the moment he got to the big leagues, just like you said, and struggling to find a position that worked for him instead of going back and forth, like you said.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what becomes of his career from this point forward, but to go from first round, 4th overall pick and the quote unquote big 3 that they got crowned as with, Kyle Teal with the White Sox and Campbell, it became a big 4. and now it's really just, you've got Christian Campbell, who is still trying to find his swing from April of last year again. Myers now in another organization. Kyle Teal is with the White Sox, and Roman, we're still waiting for him to return this year. So to go from a big 4 to kind of like a half a 1 is kind of crazy to me.
I mean, there should never be a question if you're working hard enough, period, in the big leagues. Like, that should never, ever be a question. All right, guys, Patrick Sandoval is back out there for the 6th inning of work. 83 pitches so far. You can see the arsenal. Obviously, the majority, the changeup there, followed by the 4-seam fastball, slider, sinker, a little bit on the curve, and a little bit on the sweeper as well. His season high so far, Jared, 92 pitches, I believe, this season. So trying to get maybe couple batters, maybe an inning if it's efficient?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of a short leash here because there was some loud contact that last inning that he was out there, which was rare for this outing. I mean, like, if he's a 5-and-dive guy, I'm more than happy with that. But yeah, I mean, there's no shame in trying to
Bailey's already on the phone.
Yeah, like, you're seeing good swings right now in the first AB. But yeah, if he's a 5-and-dive guy, I'm more than okay with that.
Yeah,
Bailey
was on the phone. Bailey was on the phone basically explaining to Weiser if they get to a certain guy, whoever that guy may be, probably the 4th or 5th batter of this inning, if they get to him, that's the guy you got so that he can prepare to face that guy and go over his scout report against that guy. So that's what Bailey was doing on the phone. And I think they might try to get him through this inning if all goes well. But like I said earlier, Weisert's preparing for probably that fifth guy.
I mean, right now,
So,
Colson
we'll
Montgomery,
see.
obviously the lefty, so left on left, but Joey Bart, Brenton Doyle due up next. Two righties, and then Braden Montgomery is a switch hitter, so let's see.
Side note.
Yeah, and Sandoval's changeup has been his pitch tonight. So to me, if I'm Sandoval, I'm going to that pitch in every big count situation because he's had the best feel for it tonight. Not that slider. You know, that's not the pitch to throw right there in the 2-2 count. You got to go to the pitch that's been working. So even if it's a left on left, bury that changeup away. And don't let him to get full power on it. So now you got to go back to the heater.
Okay.
Not what you want.
All right. Walking the leadoff guy is never good.
Not in a
Oh, he's
six-run
getting him
game.
right away.
There you go.
Well, so that's it. Okay. Shows you what we know.
It was a
Yep.
proposal.
Tracy's grabbing the ball. He's done. Not a bad outing. I mean, not a great one, not a bad one. Enough to keep him in.
All right, so Patrick Sandoval goes 5+, faces Colson Montgomery to lead off the sixth inning, gives up a free pass there. So the Sox will be going to their bullpen for the first time tonight. Joey Bart, Brenton Doyle due up next as far as that is concerned, Braden Montgomery, and then if he gets to it, Luis Angel Acuna. All right, so overall, I mean, we talked about it a little bit. Patrick Sandoval gave you what you need. Obviously, Weissert now in the ballgame. And, you know, you have a 6-run lead here, Pap, so just be aggressive for Weissert.
Yeah, you got to be aggressive in the zone and no walks. Can't walk guys, right? The easiest and quickest way you allow a team to get back in the game is by walking guys. So I want to see him pound the zone and pound the zone with his sinker. And get a lot of ground ball outs, make them swing the bat.
So, Jared, you were asking Pap earlier. Now, with the departure of Watson, is Greg Weissert kind of, I don't like to call it a mop-up role. I don't think that's fair to him. I mean, everybody has a role that is important. There's value in everything, but
yeah, that's fine, Alanna.
Mop-up, all right,
Yeah,
garbage time.
Yeah, I think garbage time is more offensive than mop-up.
I mean, it's basketball, garbage time, but, you know.
Yeah. That's basically his role now. I think he knows that, and he, like, you know, with Greg Weissert this season, is he having a good year? Not particularly, but he mostly allows inherited runners. If you just give Greg a clean inning, which is not what he's going to have right now, that's usually when he's at his best. But it is what it is. I was going to say earlier. Side note: Franklin Arias 3 for 4 tonight.
Oh. You think he gets called up, Pep, before the end of the year?
Oh man, that's a coin toss for me.
Ouch.
I think I I think he does. I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
I think he does. I think that he gets called up, but he gets called up to experience what it's like to be at the big league level, experience what it's like.
But you may not be able to do that, though, right? Because
Yes, you
long
can.
gone are the days of calling up 40 guys for September call-ups just to get a feel of the big leagues. Like, you have to play him here, or you got to keep him down there.
He can
to play.
Put him at second base. You
Yeah,
traded for
no,
Curtis
like-
Mead. Curtis Mead broke his wrist. Anthony Siegel was over there. I love him. He's a great spark plug guy. But Franklin Arias is the same age as Xander Bogaerts when he got called up for that 2013 team that won the World Series. And he got called up very late in the season and was the guy for the whole way. I'm not saying that it's a guarantee, but it would certainly be something that the Red Sox have done in the past and had success doing it.
Yeah, I think he gets called up. I don't think they give him the keys to the Porsche right away, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I think they let him get a feel, get an experience, and feel what it's like to be in the big leagues, and you know, give him that pinch hit at bat here and there.
You're not going to call him up to not play, though.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
Like if he gets called up, he's playing.
This is the first look, Pap, at Eric Miller, lefty, big lefty coming over from the San Francisco Giants. Weiser did exactly what you said he couldn't do. He walked the batter. So back-to-back walks to start the 6th inning for the Chicago White Sox, a team that is very good this year. First place in the AL Central, be that what it may in the division. But you can't walk a dude here.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was saying, Alanna. You got to come. You got a 7-1 lead. You got to come in, filling the zone up. Unfortunately, I felt like Weiser was falling off of the mound and was out of his delivery. Was very unbalanced. What I was seeing from him. Okay. And I know he's still in the game, but you know, to me, he was falling off the right side of the mound when him as a right-handed pitcher should be falling off the left side of the mound. So I was a little confused at seeing that. So his delivery's off a little bit right now. But can't afford any more walks, that's for sure.
We saw Eric Miller warming up. Were there any right-handers warming up by any chance?
No.
Because it's righty, switch, righty, righty, then a lefty. Do up.
No righties. It's just Eric Miller warming up right now. But he can get both guys out. He can get both sides of the plate out. So, you know, first day back, let's go. Let's get him right, fire him right out there.
See what he has right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a double play.
There you go.
There's a double play.
Got him, babe. I don't know. I don't know.
Pulled off the bag.
By the way, like as good as he is, he walks like a lot of guys.
Miller does?
Yes. Like that's like his Achilles heel.
His walk rate is not good,
It's one of the worst in baseball.
Well, that's not good.
So you don't necessarily want to bring him into a situation where you've got traffic. On the base paths already,
Yeah, and you know, hopefully that changes. You know, sometimes a mound or the feel of a mound where, you know, the stands is closer. You got a long backdrop here in Fenway. Maybe that'll change with him. Maybe a new uniform will change. You never know what could change with him, but hopefully he can get that a little bit lower, because that was one of the things that you look at and you say, well, man, as a reliever, he does walk a lot of guys, to your point, Jared. And as a reliever, you just can't afford that, especially coming in with guys on base.
Mm-hmm. Everything else is great. It's just that walk rate is gross.
You know, he reminds me of Daniel Bard from the left side.
Oh, wow.
I mean, a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, but the way he throws his baseball and the way it tends to run out of the zone a lot. And that's kind of the way Daniel Bard's ball was. Get in the zone right here with this sinker. Change up. See, I don't. Oh man, it drives me nuts. I don't understand that. Why are you throwing a changeup in a 1-1 count in the dirt, man? He's not in swing mode. You don't have him in swing mode. You should have thrown that pitch the previous pitch. And now you have him in swing mode. Then you could have gone to the changeup. So his pitch selection is not very good in my opinion either right now.
At what point in your career do you think how much time you have to have in your career? And maybe it varies by person, but at what point in your career do you really start to learn how to sequence?
Lana, that's the last thing that really comes. It's the last thing in your career because you start to read bats and swings. And when you can start to read, when you can pitch and at the same time read swings and read bats, that is when you take your game to a whole new level. Chad Tracy looks like he's about to bring in the big lefty here.
Yep. What did he just ask for? Oh, the stopwatch? Oh, PitchCom. Okay. Here he comes. The Major League debut for the Red Sox. Left-handed pitcher, Eric Miller. You up, Jared? You awake?
Yeah, I'm just a little like.
Feel it. Listen.
Guys, I don't care how many pitches you've thrown at any level, certainly at the big league level. I would imagine you still have a few butterflies. Jonathan Papelbon, I will defer to you. Coming over to your new team, a team that is contending, coming over from a team that was absolutely not. So you want to put your best foot forward, obviously. What do you think is going through his mind right now?
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what's going through his mind right now is that he wants to go out there, prove to the team, prove to the Red Sox, prove to his new teammates. Oh, that was nasty. That I'm here to help this team in any way that I can. And when you go to that new team, you want to prove to your teammates that, hey, I'm here for a reason. And
There you go.
nasty
That was sick.
pitch. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I see you working, big 6'7".
Guys, this is what we're getting, Pap and Jared. A 3.05 ERA and 147 Major League Baseball appearances. He is under club control now through 2029.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And as he develops and as he gets older, I do believe that walk rate will come down. That's part of maturing and learning that, hey, man, I don't have to strike out everybody. I don't have to throw 100 miles an hour or 96.
See ya.
That was sick. Oh, my gosh.
Big
Go
hoss.
sit in the truck.
Holy moly. Welcome to Boston, young man. Meow. All right, guys. Tristan Peter remains in the game as the center fielder. Sam Antonacci remains in the game as the second baseman. And let's go back to the Tristan Peters at bat against Eric Miller. Now, Tristan Peters came in as a pinch hitter to replace Acuna. Pap, I want you to take us through that.
Yeah, man, comes in right away with his slider, opens up, says, here's a slider for a strike. Here's another one for a strike. Let me throw you one for a ball. And then let me front hip you one. So to me, his slider is his go-to pitch. He's a fastball slider guy. He's really coming out of the pen, throwing 2 pitches. But man, he's got 2 nasty pitches. And if he can throw that slider like he did in that sequence in that at-bat, he's going to be a great addition to this ball club, that's for sure.
So is that the biggest thing to work on in the offseason, just limiting those walks?
100%, yeah. I mean, he's going to be like that at bat that we just watched was bullying. If you have stuff like that, it's obviously going to play at this level. He's going to find himself in the Chad Tracy trust tree pretty quickly. And, you know, I think what's great about this move is Aroldis Chapman's your closer. He's the only dependable lefty you got, but he's your closer. You had to go out and get yourself a lefty that you can go to in any situation where the 7th, the 8th.
Still higher leverage, just not necessarily the 9th.
Yeah, you didn't have that. So it's like you had Whitlock, you got Slayton, you got Tyron Guerrero, but you didn't have that lefty that you can go to dial up unless it was your closer. And shout out to Craig Breslow. He went out and got Big Hoss. So
yeah, Jared was asking if this was a high school kid or if he was a college kid. And by the size of the man, we were thinking Southern, right? We were thinking like in the SIP with Pap. He went to Stanford.
Stanford.
He's a smart guy.
He's a Cardinal.
I don't believe I could have gone to Stanford, folks.
No?
No, too many hard classes.
So Mississippi.
I had a chick that did most of my college homework anyway.
Oh, wow. Don't admit that. You have kids that are going to college.
Yeah, well, hey, I tell them if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Jeez.
Hey, C and C's get degrees, baby.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Where did that get him?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Where did that hit him?
I don't know. He spun pretty quick. I don't know where the hell that got him, whether it was in the back or
He's
the front.
all right.
He's a little.
Chad
He's
Durbin, man.
meaty.
The guy plays with dislocated fingers. This guy, you can't hurt him.
He's meaty. He's fine.
He's meaty, huh, Alanna?
He is. He's meaty. He's got meat on his bones.
What does that entail, meaty?
He's a big guy. He's not Masataka Yoshida. He's got meat on his bones.
I mean,
okay.
Masa's thick.
So you're not calling him fat, just meaty.
No. God, no. Don't you put that bad juju on American Bobby. He's just a big dude.
No, I agree with you, Alanna. I gotta say all the time, Sadon needs to put on 10 more pounds. He's too skinny.
Yeah. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. That's the real quote, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Is that like a rite of passage for men that you guys just know every flipping line of every
What do you think we do when
movie?
we hang out with each other? We just do movie quotes and we name obscure athletes. That's what we do.
Every movie, though. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And the dumbest movies.
Those are the best movies.
Man, I keep saying, like, if we can get Jarren Duran going, like, at some point before this season ends and carry it into playoffs, man, this team will be dynamic, dude, from top to bottom.
Yeah. He had a
He's got to
stupid
get
ass
going,
quote
man.
today about he was like, I thought I was going to get released. We've been working on the confidence a little bit. We've been in the lab trying to get that confidence back, that mojo going. And, I mean, he's been doing pretty well with it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the playoff atmosphere Fenway Park can do for his confidence and his ability to get back and channel that 2024 Jarren Duran.
Well, the home run should help.
It should help.
Yeah, but you know, Jared, at the same time, man, you're at the big league level. Nobody wants to hear pity me bullshit, dude.
Right.
Like nobody wants. Your teammates don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
They don't say, "Oh man, I thought I was gonna get traded because I suck." Like, dude, we don't want to hear that, right? So you gotta know, like, what to say and what not to say and what to impose on your players. Like, come on, man. To me, it's about manning up. It's like you got to man up sometimes.
Yeah, it's a constant thing with him, but he's got to get better at it. I think we're turning a corner. I know that quote certainly doesn't lend itself to that theory, but there's a little bit of a corner turning here.
Man, Tampa Bay Rays, you saw the screen right there. Tampa Bay Rays, they did another great job at the trade deadline as well, man.
I mean, that's another team that could have gotten Skubal too. They could have gotten Skubal.
They could have. Yep.
But
got
see,
Liam
Tampa
Hicks,
Bay,
though.
they're just not willing to give up the prospects. They tend to hold on prospects a whole lot more than any other organization.
Then you don't want to win.
Right, yeah. You've never won a World Series in your life. Like, if not now, then when?
Quit being risk averse. If you want to win, quit being risk averse.
No, I agree with you, Alanna. But I still think they made some fireworks at the deadline.
Sure.
On it.
You guys remember when I said at the beginning of the game it was going to be less than 2 hours?
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That was a huge mistake, Alanna.
We're at.
We're over 2 hours.
We're
at
over
2
2
hours.
hours.
He's in there.
We're not quite at 2 hours yet.
Look at Derby stealing bags too, doing it all. My prediction: by the time the season's over, Durbin's hitting 250.
Isn't he? He's right
at
there.
243 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I predicted it.
What about Duran? He's at 2. He was 200 coming into the game. What's he at by the end of the season?
Ooh, that's a different story, Alanna. I think he kind of stays put unless he figures out. If he figures that swing out, yes, that's the swing we're looking for.
What's very interesting is that if you look at Jarren Duran's numbers with, it's either men on base or runners in scoring position, they look like what they used to look like. So it's almost like mentally he needs the game to be on the line.
He does have 14 home runs, and now he has 15 home runs, and he's driven in 58. They're not horrible numbers. It's just his average is terrible.
Yeah, If I don't know if we can. Are we getting a pitching change? All right, we're getting a pitching change. We'll BRB.
The White Sox go to their bullpen for the first time this season, so that is it for Martin. I'm sorry, for this season. Wow, it's pretty good, right?
Pretty good,
Their starters have been really good in 2020.
Domination.
Shut up.
It's a lot of innings.
Shut up. Davis Martin, I thought was going to get the hook in the third, but he actually did really well going into the sixth inning. So Eric Fetty is on the hill for the White Sox going up against Andrew Monasterio, Carnarwong, and then Nick Sogard.
I think he just got
Fetty
moved
used
to
to
the
be a
bullpen.
starter.
Yep.
Now in the bullpen.
Like a week ago.
Oh, he's going.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Jared Duran going first movement right there out the gate.
By the way, those numbers that I was talking about before the break, Jarren Duran, for as awful as he's been this season, with runners in the scoring position, he's hitting .277 with a .342 on base percentage and a .543 slug. That's an .885 OPS. If we just put some dummies out there and pretend that there's runners on base and scoring position, he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
You know what I just noticed?
What?
Does he not have a shoe contract?
Why? What's he wearing?
He's wearing Adidas. Doesn't he wear Nikes?
Not tonight. Are you talking about Durant?
Duran, yeah.
I don't know
I don't
about
know.
his. He's got a Bruce Bolt deal for batting gloves, but I don't know about the cleats.
How does he not have a big league shoe deal? I mean,
Get up!
Get up!
Adidas is
2 runs.
has
Give me 2.
big league.
Shoot him.
Deals.
we'll
Give me
take
2.
2 there.
Yeah.
We'll take 2.
Honestly,
Monasterio.
shout out to Craig Breslow for being like, we don't need a shortstop. We have Andrew Monasterio.
Oh, is that what we're
That's
doing
what
now?
he did,
Is
yeah.
that what we're doing?
Yep.
Okay.
Another Craig Breslow guy, Andrew Monasterio.
Yeah, big clubhouse guy too. Funny
Yeah.
guy. He's a funny guy.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good clubhouse kid, and came into the situation, and they realized that, and also not only a good clubhouse guy, I think the guy can play a little bit of big league ball.
He sure can. He can pick it a little bit too.
Yeah.
There's that weird play in the last series where there was a ball at the middle and he just kind of looked at it. But other than that, pretty solid shortstop.
Well, that's because he hadn't played with Sogard a lot, I believe.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
him and Sogard, he didn't know where the position was on that play.
Yeah.
And he kind of checked up on it and thought Sogard was going to get it there. But that comes with timing and playing with your second baseman a lot, and they haven't
Reps.
done that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan too, Jared.
We align on a lot. That's why we're the 2 smartest Red Sox guys in the country. A lot of people are saying it.
Yeah, a lot of people are tweeting that.
A lot of people were tweeting that. 9-2. I feel like we haven't had a sweat it out game on Unobstructed Views in a minute.
I think we've only lost one game in which we have been on.
That sounds
All
correct.
we do is win, no matter what.
Have we had a walk-off this year?
I feel like we might
I feel like
have.
we have had a walk-off.
So we had the Caleb Durbin 8th inning homer.
Yeah.
That felt like a walk-off, but it wasn't, but it did win the game. We've had some moments.
I feel like we've had a walk-off. I don't know. I'm terrible at that. I don't even remember what the score was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So.
It's a lot of games.
I mean, look at they just showed Chad Tracy. I want to give props to Chad Tracy, actually.
Do it.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want to give props for him for coming in and being able to dissect this team and pick the players and make the moves that he's been making and put the players in the right situations to succeed and also the team picking him up as well. You know, I personally think they take the interim tag off of him next year and hire him and give him a contract to be the manager.
Do you think so, or do you think that
How can you not? He's going to win Manager of the Year. If he wins Manager of the Year, how are you going to be like, hey, thanks for the season, pal, but we're trying to get Kevin Cash from Tampa. We're going to hire Rocco
you're not gonna do
Baldelli.
that.
No,
If they make playoffs and he comes in and flips this team from a horseshit team to a playoff team and they get into playoffs, You're probably right, Jared. He probably will win Manager of the Year.
I think he does, and I wouldn't rule out passing New York. Like, there's a chance that they go from quite literally the worst team in the American League to the top wild card team in the American League. And if I'm Chad Tracy, I want some like verbal under the table agreement, like, hey, you're going to take the interim tag off, but I wouldn't do it at any like just let it ride. Like let me be the let it ride. Like I wouldn't even be like, all right, we finished the season, you're the top wild card, so we're gonna take it off right before the playoffs. And be like, no. Like just we'll figure it out in the offseason.
Yep, exactly.
There's a world where Craig Breslow wins Executive of the Year after everyone was calling for his head, and you have an interim manager as the Manager of the Year. Like what a turn of events. Those are both very real possibilities.
Oh, yeah. But also, you got to give credit to the guys, man. You got to give credit to the guys that are showing up every day and playing for Chad Tracy. Because you could bring a manager in here, and they're like, I don't know about this guy, you know. Do you want... These guys are playing for him, and I think a lot of it goes back to the fact that he has previously managed a lot of these guys in the minor leagues, which also helps. And credit to Breslow for knowing that and seeing that and saying, hey, we're going to bring up this guy who knows these kids, and I think that they're going to play for him. So, yeah, man, I think it's been
no manager that had any sort of experience or a decent resume was going to want to come in to this shit show. At all.
You want to be the guy after the guy.
You want to be the guy after the guy. And I remember when they let AC go, I was like, you're trying to tell me that Chad Tracy is better right now than Alex Cora is right now? And that proved my point, I think, for the first season.
Look at Saydon dropping in a double. 0-2. You never seen that from Saydon.
Oh, wow. 2 runs are in on this.
Damn.
Jeez.
An 11 spot already.
Mercy.
Look at my boy Saydon. See, you used to see Saydon swinging and missing at those 0-2 counts, but not anymore, folks.
He just threw the bat head at a pitch that was in the other batter's box. I would love to see the location on that pitch again. He just reached out and stuck it.
Here you go.
Yeah, there you go.
That ball's 5 inches down.
Hook it.
When you're hot, baby.
This team can do no wrong right now.
No, it's been over a month of this, and I'm just waiting for this dream state that I've been in to expire, and there's no signs of that right now.
Well, that's what I was asking at the beginning. Like, how long is this sustainable?
I don't think the signs are coming either, folks.
Alanna. Forever.
I don't think the signs are coming either. I don't. I think they're going to continue to play. Look at this blue. Like I was saying earlier, man, once a team figures it out, it's not like, hey, we figured it out and then they lose it again. Usually, most of the time, when a team figures out how to play their brand of baseball, they continue to play their brand of baseball, man.
They're gelling, too. Like, you can see it.
Yeah.
They're playing looser. There's that first, because, I mean, anytime that you fire a manager and then you bring in, whether it's an interim or a completely new manager, rip.
Jeez.
He can walk home.
That ball is 112 off the bat.
Yeah, easy. Dude's hustling up 10. That's why Wilson Contreras is the best. This dude doesn't care if they're up 10, if they're down 1. You're going to get his A1 effort every single game, no matter what the situation.
Give that man the Heart and Hustle Award for the Boston Red Sox right now.
Yeah.
Give him a Tommy point.
What's that?
Yeah, I figured the 2 non-Boston people.
Sorry.
It was a Celtics thing. Yeah.
Who's the other? Oh, yeah. What does that mean?
It's like a hustle thing. Like, give him a Tommy point.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me.
I know. You were busy winning World Series titles when Tommy was giving out Tommy points.
Look at Yoshida.
Oh my God,
I'm not even
dude.
keeping score anymore.
Yeah, shut it down.
I just shut this
Masa! That's my guy. There he is.
Oh, baby, don't let Massa get hot either.
Dude, everybody's hot. If you ain't doubling in runs tonight, what are you actually doing? Yeah.
Look at them. They love it. Just having a great time.
It's Dominican Heritage Night tonight. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't be there. They asked me to throw out the first pitch, but I had to be here.
You're so ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm an honorary Dominican, as David Ortiz has said this.
No,
Pedro Martinez has said this.
It's basically self-appointed. Let's be honest.
No, Papi has said honorary Dominican.
After you brought it up to him.
Correct.
He agreed with you.
Zero Dominican in you, kid.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's
in my heart. It's in my heart. It's in my heart, Pap.
Zero La Republica.
Y'all, they've batted around, so I've quit. I've quit this. I'm over it.
You autograph it and stick it to the wall.
Yeah.
I love how this crowd wants more. There's bloodlust at Fenway tonight. They're not satisfied. Throw it away.
Yeah, he's going to. Oh, dang. I thought he was going to throw it over his head.
Whatever. What an inning for the Sox.
He's gassed. The hustle. These two love each other. Like an email, we are circling back to our bold predictions of the evening. Jared and I have hit on a couple, but I'm so off on the others. So I got Boston scoring at least 6 runs. I was well under what they did because they're already at 13. Pap, nothing yet, but there's still time because Rafaela could still.
Nah, because this is a runaway game. I don't think Ware Chapman going to see them tonight.
No. I'm talking about Rafaela could still hit a home run. You still got a moment.
Yeah,
I'm still alive for Sox Pen 0 earned runs.
That is true. And you already have hit with Durbin home run.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Alanna.
Yeah.
When are we going to do the women in Nessens? Can we give them a shout out?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, so that is tomorrow.
Oh.
The Women of Nesson broadcast is tomorrow. So Emma Tiedemann, who is the play-by-play
She's the best
announcer for the Portland Sea Dogs, will be the play-by-play announcer in place of Dave O'Brien for tomorrow. I am doing color analysis in place of Lou Merlone. Don't worry, Sweet Lou will be back on Thursday. And then we have 3 new young ladies that are going to be participating in the broadcast in a variety of different ways. They're all aspiring sports journalists. Okay. So we have a a couple of girls that are going to be shadowing us in the booth and asking some questions. Nicole Menner is going to be doing.
Is she really?
She's going to be doing pre and post. Yeah, she's going to be doing pre and post for us. I'm going to join her for post.
I love her. I've known her for a long time. I'm very happy that she has this opportunity. Good.
So she's going to be on the broadcast tomorrow. Casey McLean's going to be on in a certain capacity. Sophia Alvarado is going to be part of our shadowing program. She's part of the Nike program, I believe, through the Red Sox Foundation. Red Sox Foundation doing such a great job. So kudos to Nesson and the women of Nesson for wanting to put this on and kind of elevate the women's voice in the game. So there's 25 different women involved in the broadcast. And honestly, we have women on our broadcasts every single day. But this is just a kind of illuminating it, if you will. So check us out. Don't worry. Dave and Lou will be back, and Jemai will be back on Thursday.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool what they do, Alanna. I mean, not only do we have the most beautiful women at Nesson, we have the smartest women at Nesson, baby.
Thank you. How much have you had to drink, Pap? I appreciate that.
None.
Thank you.
Been sober
Have you
all
met
day
Nicole?
today.
I've not met her in person.
You're going to love her.
We had a call the other day. We have another production call tomorrow, but I've not met her in person.
She's great.
So I'm doing post with her tomorrow.
No, I'll be watching, Alanna.
Thank you.
I won't be watching.
Keeping tabs
You're not
on
going to
y'all.
watch?
No, I'm gonna. I haven't missed a game since before you were born, Alanna.
I don't know that that's true.
It might be true. We're gonna have to fact check that. We have a stats team that works around the clock. We're gonna work on that.
What was your first Sox game that you watched?
That I watched. I couldn't tell you.
I'm surprised. With your memory, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I was probably a baby. I mean, I was born on opening day.
What year?
89.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was born on opening day. It was Ken Griffey Jr.'s big league debut.
Oh, wow.
Ellen was pumping me out.
Okay. Have some respect for your mother, please.
She's watching. Shout out Ellen.
Hi,
yeah.
Ellen.
Yeah, she was pushing, and
that
the
necessary?
Rocket Roger Clemens was punching him out in Baltimore. We lost in extras though.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sucks. What are you gonna do?
Watch the game the next day.
I guess. Good job, Bayo.
Good job, Brian Bayo.
Damn, let's go.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the seventh inning. White Sox have a long way to go. Red Sox, of course, going to try to continue to
It's not over yet.
pile it on. Eric Fetty's still out there. You know, it's like they say, if you see your enemy drowning, shove a hose in their mouth, right?
Oh, wow. I never heard that expression. But
Really?
yeah, no, I haven't.
Like Tommy points.
Everyone knows Tommy points. The amount of people that reached out and were like, it's sad that they don't know Tommy points.
Is that right? I want to see one person that reached out and said it's sad that Alanna and Pap don't know what Tommy points are.
I said, you'll have to excuse my friends. They're not from here. They're not local.
We're not, sorry.
I know.
I want to see one comment that happened when you said it, not from the timestamp forward.
I think more people were surprised that I threw out a Celtics reference than anything else.
That is surprising.
Yeah. How about another homer for Jarren Duran?
That
Nice
would
little
help the confidence.
exclamation point on his day. Or a strikeout,
Can't
whatever,
be swinging
dude.
at those.
Yep. Ow.
Yeah, can't be swinging at those. See, that's the ball out of the hand. Jaren's already swinging out of the gate, and it's a ball out of the hand.
Oh, OB, make a play. Ah, he got robbed of the opportunity. OB's on the hands team. He would have had that.
What did they say? Those like concrete hands?
Yeah. That was the window. It hit the window, though.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I seriously doubt OB would have caught that, though.
The hell? Yeah, bring it back to OB. There we go. Yeah, he got robbed. That was a window shot. Loomer's made a couple of plays in the booth the last year or so.
Those are hot shots coming in there, huh? No thanks. I would just scream and duck.
Yeah, I've thought about that. Like what's the velocity, do you think? If the pitch is 96 and it gets fouled back, it's probably coming in at what, like mid-80s?
I was going to say 86.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It's not too hard. Nothing hard enough where you can't catch it with your hands.
I don't know. I'd still try, though, no doubt.
I would not.
You duck?
I
Oh,
would
you
just,
got to
like,
try.
duck.
I mean, you
gotta
got to try.
Have to try.
I mean, A for effort for OB trying. I give it to him, but I got OB having stone hands, just clanking right off.
Clank. Like pans. You're like,
What?
like a saucepan. Like a, never mind.
Like a frying pan.
Frying pan. That's what I was trying to.
I don't know. I don't know.
My
it's
mind.
late. It's late.
You guys, it's a problem. Frying
Alanna
pan.
jinxed us with the runtime of this game.
I totally did.
At least we got a great game, though. I feel like we always do.
do.
They know it's Unobstructed
We
Views
do.
night, and they really step up, which I always appreciate.
People do love
No
this
question.
show.
They
about
love it.
that.
They love it. The players love it. Like literally in the clubhouse before the game, they're like, "All right, guys, it's Unobstructed Views tonight. We really got to go out there and perform."
No
And then
question.
Credit to them. I mean, it's a lot of pressure. I know that they know that we
Certainly.
know.
On the 15 times that we're on.
Yep.
Which,
In
by
fact,
the way,
I make it a point when I go out on the field, I'll be like, you know, when it comes to Unobstructed Views night, I need you to perform.
Right. Yep.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke Zero.
Coca-Cola,
Coke
man.
Zero?
Not even
Coke
a
Zero.
question.
Oh, see, I'm Pepsi all the way.
Oh, we know.
No.
We know, Pap. I went and got her Pepsi earlier, and I was like, we going zero? We going diet? Nope.
Straight.
Pepsi Diesel.
That's right. Only the good stuff. Welcome back to Unobstructed Views, presented by Blue Moon. We are psyched that you guys are here. Alanna Rizzo, Jonathan Papelbon, Jared Carrabis with you, top of the 8th inning. One of Jared's predictions was that the Red Sox bullpen was not going to give up an earned run. So far, he is correct.
Usually am.
So Brayan Bello back out there, Pap. Again, this is a guy that was sent down to Worcester to fall in love with the game again. He's back coming out of the bullpen. Need him to be aggressive here. Obviously, don't want any walks. But how does Brayan Bello turn himself back into such a valuable piece?
Well, he went down to the minor leagues and he figured that, hey, I've got something going on with my delivery. And I believe that what he figured out was his delivery was a tick too fast. And what I mean by is his leg kick, bringing up, getting to balance, is getting there a little bit too fast. So he slowed things down a little bit, and that enabled him to start throwing his slider better. There it is. That's a great slider. And so for me, it was boiling down to him being able to throw his slider better and him staying more on top of his sinker, which was his bread and butter. And when you throw that sinker at 96 miles an hour, just like that, you get ground balls all day long. And so that's what he's done better.
All right, one out. Monasterio looks like somebody else that used to play, and I can't place it. He has a very recognizable, not recognizable, but a very similar face to another former player, and I can't place it right now. Not Jackie Bradley Jr. It'll come to me in the middle of the night when I'm supposed to be sleeping.
You'll have to let us know.
I'm sure you're like, yes, holding your breath, waiting.
No, wake up, Chris, and be like, hey, I remembered.
What the hell?
He's going to be like, what the hell are you talking about?
I mean, that's in general.
Yeah.
Look at the Cuban Missile down there, just yucking it up, just having a great time.
Yeah. Wow.
We'll
Damn.
take that.
Speaking of missile.
Attaboy. Yeah, just a lefty and a righty with an average fastball velocity of like 102 between both of them.
Is that Tyron?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, this bullpen, we're looking at them right now, man. These boys are as good as or better than the 07 bullpen that I was involved with.
Really?
And, yeah.
Wow.
I'm telling you, Alanna, we compared the numbers on a pregame show one day, and they are eerily similar, almost exactly alike.
Wow. That's saying something.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, and that's another big reason why I expect them to do well come playoffs. I don't think it's going to be a wild card and dive again like it was last year.
I hope not. Man, if they, I mean, when they get in, I'd love to see them in the World Series. That'd be awesome.
There's that slider again. His slider has become a go-to pitch now again. And that's what we were talking about earlier. Bayo's slider's filthy now.
Pap, how do you think Alanna would do at a Section 10 live show like we did at the playoffs last year?
What do you mean?
I don't know if she would bring the energy that I brought.
I was about to say.
We'll talk about this when we get back.
Bring the energy.
Yeah, we'll talk about
to your level.
Yeah, we need you to flip over a table or something. If she doesn't come out on stage and smash a beer.
Sweet Caroline being sung at the stadium. A lot to be happy about, a lot to sing about, a lot to smile about with this Boston Red Sox team that is on one heck of a tear. Bottle it up. Let's see how long they can sustain this as they make their way into the postseason. A 13-2 laugher, if you will, a 13-2 rout. Making our way to the bottom of the 8th inning. Doesn't look like there's going to be a bottom of the 9th, which is great.
But we'll tune in and find out.
On the hill. So speaking of gear, because we were just talking about Section 10 gear. Oh wait, what is the energy that I need to bring to this Section 10 thing?
So I said,
in the postseason?
if you're not bringing like Gronk energy,
I mean,
that's what we need from you, Alanna. Like, if we bring you out on stage, I need bottles smashed, I need tables flipped, I need vulgar language.
First of all, the vulgar language I can do. But first of all, nobody knows who the heck I am. So that's
not
true.
That's
not going to make any sense if I even go out there.
You think that the people that listen to the 10 don't watch the views? Like, of course they watch the views. What are we talking about?
So what did Pap do last year?
He came out on stage and we gave him a live microphone, which was like a risky choice, but paid off in the end, and he got the crowd fired up. And I think we had like 2 people from the crowd come out, and me and Pap did rock, paper, scissors, and he had a fan from the crowd, I had a fan from the crowd, and whoever won, they got a free t-shirt. Obviously, Pap got dusted. It was a fun time. It was a fun time.
Is that how you get a t-shirt? Because we've been waiting.
Yeah, you got to win it.
I have been waiting for a year and a half.
I'll get you guys a t-shirt. You guys, all right, Alanna versus Pap, rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins gets a free t-shirt.
Let's do it right now.
Yeah, go ahead, Pap.
All right, you ready?
Best out of 3, though. Best out of 3.
Wait, are we going 1, 2, 3, shoot, or 1,
rock,
2, 3?
paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah, best out of 3.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Tie.
Tie. Second time. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn.
All right, Pap's up 1-0.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors.
Tie.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Willier.
Oh, my.
Willier said this game will not be tied. It will be a blowout. Second bomb of the game.
How many home runs is that? Let's see.
5? Willier twice, Duran, Derby, 4. Am I missing one?
4.
4 home runs, yeah.
4.
Man.
Let's go. All right, one more time. This is for the Section 10 t-shirt that we're never going to see.
Or the hoodie, whatever you want.
I want the hoodie. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Yeah!
Alanna Rizzo. Wow, proud owner of a brand new Section 10 hoodie.
That I've been waiting for anyway. Like, I should get a t-shirt
rock, paper,
and a
scissors,
hoodie.
man.
Yeah, I'll get you a t-shirt and a hoodie.
Do you have long sleeve t-shirts? I need that.
We have a crew neck sweatshirt. So we don't have like a long sleeve, but we have like a crew neck.
I'll take that.
Yeah, we'll get you that.
This ball was mashed.
Rocketed.
Straightaway center. 119 off the bat.
Wait, what?
Seagulls is in. Is he pinch hitting? Or has he been in before? I just didn't notice it.
He definitely wasn't in the lineup, I don't think.
No, he's not in the lineup.
No, yeah, he's pinch hitting.
He's pinch hitting.
Yeah, so Tony Seagulls, he loves the nickname, said the fiance not a fan.
Fiance and soon to be, aren't they having a baby too?
They are. I think they announced the engagement and the baby on the same post. Yeah.
Best of both worlds, he said, or something like that.
Yep. They saved paper.
Yeah, I'm assuming that he doesn't like the Tony aspect of it.
No, she doesn't like it. He loves it.
Welcome back, everybody. Game summary. It's been all Red Sox since the beginning. They put up a 6th spot in the first inning. Sandoval, 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, and 5 Ks. Durbin, though, grand slam in the first inning, followed up by a Duran home run in the first inning. Abreu, 2 for 4, 2 dingers. That's 19 on the year for Wilyer Abreu. And here we stand, 14-2, top of the 9th.
Crazy. You got to update the goal bottles.
So since
Brian Barry,
2014,
did you
you've
keep
been doing
pumping
that?
Yes,
strikes?
every single game. Wow. Every single game. There was one time I went to the movies to see It with my family, and still like had the game on like my phone in my like hoodie pouch.
You have some issues.
Yeah. Yeah, but never missed. Never missed. Imagine
Yeah,
that,
this
like
is
not
a
even like falling
situation-
asleep.
No, that's insane.
It's
Look
a
at what you've
situation where
created for
Brian
yourself.
Bailey needs to stay locked in. There you go. Stay locked in. You know, it's a 14-2 ball game. He's still got to
Is
stay
that?
locked
That's what I
in
was
on the
going to ask
job
you,
at
Pap.
hand.
Is that hard to do? I know he's not a closer. I know it's hard for closers when it's not a safe situation, but this clearly is not. But to stay locked in when it's a 14-2 game and you're just trying to get the heck out of there.
Yes, this is a very, very hard situation to pitch in, believe it or not. Look at Sonny right there, already getting in the ear with Adley, talking about you gotta love that. But no, this is a hard game to stay on your P's and Q's, to stay interested, to not lose focus and say, hey, I still got a job to do, gotta go out there, command the strike zone. And you almost have to pretend like it's a 0-0 ball game.
Right. What about defensively when you're in your pickup baseball games out there
That's crazy.
in the outfield?
I am in the outfield, Alanna. Yeah. You know what? Too much disrespect for right fielders out there. Some of the best right fielders of all time: Aaron Judge, Mookie Betts, Roberto Clemente, Jared Carrabis.
Jared Carrabis.
Yeah.
How's your arm? Good. It's got to be right.
I mean,
right?
Yeah, no hitter against the Revere All-Star team.
Is that right?
6.504. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. One of the best pitching performances of all time. People are still talking about it to this day.
Yeah, people are still talking about it.
Yep. Still talking about it. You know what would be electric right now, Alanna?
What is that?
If Cedon Rafaela had an outfield assist to end the game,
that would be your bold prediction.
that would be my sweep.
You
It would
would
be
be-
0 earned runs for the Pen.
That is correct. Cedon with an outfield assist.
Yeah.
And
Oh, he's out of the game.
Durbin. Ah, darn it.
You know what?
Never mind. We're not paying attention.
Well, we're not there. It's not fair. All right, let's go,
All
Sox.
right.
How about a big win?
Great job, Bayo.
Big
14-2
win.
against
Blowout.
the first place Chicago White Sox. Fantastic. Patrick Sandoval getting the job done, giving his team a chance to win. A tremendous amount of run support for him. 5 dingers, 4 dingers?
4 dingers.
4 dingers on this one today. 14-2
That is
the
what you
final.
call an old-fashioned ass whooping.
That is an old-fashioned one. All right, guys, we are back on August 14th. That is a week from this Friday. I think it is just...
Devers return.
It is.
Myers
and
return.
Myers return if he's off the IL by that time. All right, guys, for everybody here on Nesson Plus for Unobstructed Views, we appreciate you very much. For Jonathan Papelbon, Jared Carrabis, and our entire Nesson Plus crew, I'm Alanna Rizzo. Turn it over to Nesson for the postgame show. Good night.